I'm Dylan Black. Civics Talks Barrhaven is coming to talk about that very cool two events, two dates, very cool initiative. It's the project coordinator with Synapcity. His name is Stéphane Pressot. Hello, how are you?
Hi Dylan, I'm good. How are you?
Good to have you on the show here today.
Thank you for having us.
You guys, Synapcity, I know Manjeet, you guys are trying to change the city for the better in a big way. Can you tell us a little bit about Synapcity?
So Synapcity is an organization. We promote participatory city making. So we believe that citizens are not consumers of a city, but are actually co-creators of a city. So we try to encourage and give that latent power that every individual has within a city to get more engaged, whether it's in their neighborhoods, whether it's in their streets, or whether it's at the large municipal civic level.
Okay, so you're a newer member of Synapcity.
I am,
So
yeah.
you've been around a few months at this point.
Yeah.
Have you found, even in the short time that you've been there, is it difficult to get people engaged?
I guess, generally speaking, there's always the usual suspects that get engaged, people that are already very involved in their neighborhoods or very passionate about their neighborhoods. We're really interested in bringing diverse people. And when we talk about diversity, we're talking about like ethno-cultural diversity, but also economic diversity or ideological / moral diversity. As when we come in communities and when we work with communities, we have an advantage because we're a third party, so we don't have an interest in getting a particular political position forward or whatnot. We bring different people to actually have conversations so that we can get all these diverse thinkings integrated into one cohesive way of thinking.
Those are a lot of big words for me, by the way, so I'm trying to follow along. I know that you guys are super smart, though, and because you are definitely trying to change the city, so I mean, you know all the ins and outs to make the cities better. The city of Ottawa, and then I guess, even though we're amalgamated, you know, we've got the side cities, right? So Barrhaven is one of them.
Yeah.
And first of all, before we get to civics talks in Barrhaven, what exactly is city making all about?
So city making is a form of civic engagement, but civic engagement traditionally is like going from the bottom up. So it's like citizens coming together to engage city council or to engage government as a whole. City making is at once vertical, so ground up, voting and being aware of what is going on in City Hall. At the same time, it's about community building on the horizontal level. So getting to know your neighbors, getting to have that sense of belonging on your street, that sense of belonging in your neighborhood, and so on. So we try to encourage that sort of participatory nature of community building.
Okay, so we are going to Barrhaven, or you're going to Barrhaven, Synapcity is, for Civics Talks Barrhaven, two different evenings, so November 2nd and the 16th.
Yes.
Why Barrhaven?
So we decided to get out of the urban core. Generally, our programming has been urban-centric, and therefore a lot of our participation is urban-centric. Barrhaven, there's a lot of new families that are living there, a lot of passionate people, but unfortunately getting back downtown at 7 p.m. on an evening isn't the easiest thing, so we decided to start expanding and getting out of the urban core. We started with Barrhaven because we had an opportunity that people who have gone through our programming in the urban areas that have left Barrhaven to come join our community at Synapcity, we're really passionate about their neighborhood and kind of get an idea of how do we engage our neighborhood.
Okay, so you're looking outside of Barrhaven as well at some point. So, because you've focused obviously central Ottawa, Barrhaven. What are the other communities will you be hitting up in the next little while? Definitely.
So we have some things in the works. Hopefully at Stittsville, Orleans. We're really trying to promote the outside core. So really trying to see how do these places outside of the Greenbelt, I guess, how is community created there and sustained there.
It's got to be a big undertaking to do what you do with this amazing organization. So are there volunteers? You're always looking for people to join, to be a part of this?
Definitely. Well, the way we see it is that our projects are co-created. So we're not coming in as experts to give information, but rather we're working with residents in particular places to increase the passion of those places. And so we see ourselves as facilitators and enablers of people's potential. And so when we're working in Barrhaven, we believe that the people who live in Barrhaven have the answers to the problems that they come up with.
Okay, and it's so important, like you were mentioning at the top of the interview, to bring a diversity of people in to what's happening. Why is that so important to have diversity?
I mean, diversity is a strength. When we have different perspectives, every single family, every single individual has a different story and has a different way of experience city life and civic life in general. And so our hope is to create spaces, open spaces, that allow for that diversity to come out. And very often we'll see that at the beginning, diversity can be a scary thing. It can be a scary thing to go and almost face your opponent, your moral opponent, your ideological opponent. But then afterwards find out that actually these people experience the same street, experience the same parks, experience the same festivals. That
makes sense. Okay, so 2 dates, 2 nights, November 2nd and the 16th, but should people sign up through the website? Yeah, so if you do live in Barrhaven and you want to get involved, you could find out more on synapcity.ca/Barrhaven-CT, and you'll learn more about getting involved and learning more about imagining your neighborhood and imagining Barrhaven. All right, Stéphane Persaud, Project Coordinator, Synapcity, thank you very much for being here and making a difference in our community, changing it for the better.
Thank you, Joe.
Appreciate it.